We in the studio. We in the studio. With Rob in the studio. In the studio. In the studio. Catch a vibe in the studio. In the studio. We in the studio. With Rob. We in the studio. In the studio. We in the studio. Yeah, I'm in the studio with Rob. I need to make the heat flicker. Is alone and only thing can make a Rico beat sicker. So listen and get your wisdom. Gemstones on your head. Tub with the OG like Flintstones, good in bed. Been living a long time and he got something to say. Depending on how you feeling, dog, you might got something to pray. This type of influence that you ain't gotta filter through your liver. We in the studio with Rob. Come let the heat rock simmer.
And we are live. Yo, we're not live. We're not live. Sorry, I don't know if we can get sued for saying we're live.
If we what?
If we can get sued for saying we're live, and we're not live.
Well, we're recording.
We are recording live.
Right. We are recording live. So, what's up? Hey, what's going on, people? How y'all doing? Welcome back to another episode of In the Studio with Rob. You are now in the studio with Rob.
Wow.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for checking us out. I am also in the studio with my man Izzo.
Who is in the studio with Rob? Here.
What's going on, young fella?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Hey, we're gonna talk about that coin, the quan, the moolah, dollar bill, y'all.
We can continue.
We're gonna talk about money.
We can continue.
So we're gonna talk about money, value, the value of money. Is it valuable? We'll talk about that a little bit. It's valuable. It got some purpose. It has a purpose. I should say that. I like that better. It has a purpose. Money has a purpose. I think, one of the things, it's funny, when I was a kid, I would have done anything to say for my mom to have some money. I wanted clothes, I wanted shoes, I wanted the lights to stay on, the phone to stay on. Having money would have been, give my mom some money so she could pay these bills. And, that was all I could think about. As a young man struggling and barely getting by, I wanted some more money. I wanted more money because I wanted to make sure I could take care of my kids the right way and pay all my bills with no problems. As I got older and the more money I made, the less importance it had. Meaning, as far as me thinking about it, I make money, but I didn't really spend money like that. I wasn't looking to spend money. I didn't care about, I just cared of what the money gave or brought to my home, which was peace. I didn't have to worry about nobody calling the house, bill collectors. I didn't have to worry about, moving the car from, the front to the back so they don't take it. I don't have to worry about those kind of things. I don't have to worry about if my kids need something. It's like, oh man, I don't know how I'm going to get them this and do this. Those kind of things went away. So the importance of money, it was a necessity. It was, you need money. Relieve that financial stress. However, money don't give you peace. Money don't even bring joy to your life. What money does is it pays for some things that can bring some joy to your life, but it doesn't in and of itself bring any joy. That again, it has a purpose. And I think what happens is too many times we get caught up thinking that money is the only thing that's going to solve my problems. And money doesn't, because again, you can have a lot of money and still be broke. Seen it too many times. People that make lots of money ain't got no money, don't have anything because they live above their means anyway, or they don't manage their money well. So it really, you could have a lot, and if you don't know how to handle it, you still won't be broke. You still won't have those same stresses that most of us try to get past by making some money. So what you really need is to find a peace, an inner peace, and a joy that when you get money, it now helps you to control the money and not the money control you. So, and I think what happens a lot of times, people will say, well, it's easy for you to say you got money. Yeah, okay. But it's not easy to say, because if even the little bit of money I had, when I managed it well, it went further. It took sometimes sacrifices in order to, not do some things to make sure I could have a peace in the home, because the bills were paid for. And the kids had the things they needed. Not everything they wanted, but the things they needed. So that takes a discipline and a skill that I don't think a lot of us pay enough attention to. You got to discipline yourself to say no to some things so that you can say yes to the important things. But money, again, is just a tool. Money is like a hammer, a screwdriver, anything else. It's a tool. It's going to help you do the job that you need done, meaning paying your bills, buying the basketball for your boys, or the volleyball for your girls, or whatever they do. But it's a tool. It's not going to make your life better in a sense of inner peace that you're going to need. Money doesn't give you that. And if you don't value you, and if you don't value the people around you, money is not going to make that better. Money is not going to bring any joy into that household that the love that you can bring would give much quicker and more lasting. So why am I saying this? I don't know.
Indeed.
I'm saying this because I think too many times we have people that put their values in the wrong places. And again, if you look at money as a tool versus a end all to be all, you will use it more effectively. You will control it, and it won't control you. But what happens is, you got that, when you're young, you're out here trying to get the fast money, and young boys out on the block, they selling, whatever they doing, trying to get fast money. But what I noticed, even when I was young, is like, I saw, family members, doing their thing, but they ain't really have nothing. They had money in their pocket, but driving a hoopty. They had money in their pocket, but still live with their mom. They had, it's like, so you getting fast money that you can't even, that doesn't even sustain your life. You got a chain around your neck. You got, the gold teeth and all the other stuff that you want to do. But you can't live off of that. But you looking at it from the sense of, I got money in my hand. I got money. That's not sustainable money. So you really don't have anything. You just made a couple of dollars but you value the money over the value of even life in most cases, and your life. Because what happens is, chasing that money in that way never gave you peace, because you're looking over your shoulder the whole time. Because you wondering who's going to try to rob you, or who's going to try to, take you out so they can have your corner, all that stuff. So money is not giving you peace. Even if you look at some of these superstars that they make millions and billions, got $1 billion, and yet their life is trash. They got people, nobody like them. People just around them for their money. They got the law coming after them because the people that they got helping them with their money don't take care of it the right way, and they ain't learn how to do it. There's no peace and no joy that came with that money. So if you're going to have the money, which is fine, I'm not telling you don't go make your money, but you got to find a peace for your life and a joy for your life so that the money can be used effectively. And that you're not worrying about, well, they talking about me over here, and they trying to get at me over here, and they trying to do this, the FBI coming at me, this coming at me, the IRS coming at me. No. Your peace and your joy and your wisdom will help you overcome all of that stuff. But people get money, but then they're always searching for something else. So they paying for all this stuff. I'm paying for the parties. I'm paying for the girls, for the dudes. I'm paying for all this stuff because I got money. But what I'm searching for is some joy and some peace. And money will not buy those things for you. Money is never going to put a joy in your heart. Money will give you a little happiness, but that ain't joy. That ain't sustainable. Happiness is fleeting. It comes and goes with whatever you're doing. But it won't, money won't give you peace. Money will not do those things for you. So what you have to find is, where am I placing my value? Am I placing more value on that dollar? Or am I going to place more value on who I am and the person that I'm trying to become, and my connection with God, my connection with my family? Am I doing those things so that I can enjoy the money that I do make and have peace with the money that I make? Again, and I know this might sound, for some people, especially if you're struggling right now, the last thing you want is somebody to tell you you don't need money. And that's not what I'm saying. I am not telling nobody they don't need money.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
All right.
You need money.
I'll check the comments.
Yeah, you need money, people. I ain't gonna tell you you don't need money. But you need to make sure that you know how to handle the money and not let the money handle you. So you need the money. But if you are in a place where you're struggling and you're trying to survive, I always tell this story about my mom. My mom used to, make sure she paid her tithes and gave offering, and I'm like, well, we ain't got no money. We got nothing in the house to eat. We struggling, and she keep giving money to the church. But what she was doing was she was paying forward what was going to come back to her. And I never understood how, until later, when I look back over my life, it was like, it was so many blessings that I received because of what she did. She wasn't looking at the money as the thing that was going to bring her joy and peace in her life. But what happened was, by her doing those things, we got free health care. And I don't mean from the government. I mean, I wasn't sick, so I got free health care. That's what I mean by free health care. I was never sick. I was never, I didn't have to go to the doctor. My clothes, again, they weren't the best, but they lasted. We were able to get through some stuff. So, I mean, it was tough times, but it was also joyous times, because I knew that I was going to be in an environment where my mom loved me, where she was going to, make sure that she gave me the things I needed as much as she could. But no matter what, I was going to come in the house and I was going to have some peace and some joy. So when I got older, that's what I was chasing more than anything else. And that's what I received. When I walk into my house, I got peace. I got some joy. And that comes from my relationship with my wife and my kids, and most importantly, my relationship with God, of course. But that peace that peace and that joy was so much more important than the money. But don't get me wrong, people, you need money. So if you don't got no job, go get you a job. You need a job. You need to make some money.
But Rob said money is fleeting and it's not that important.
That's not what he said. He didn't say it wasn't important. He said you need to understand how to use money and don't let money use you. But money can't use you if you don't have no money. You can't use money if you ain't got no money. So you got to get some money, people. Don't be that dude, all right? Don't be that woman that just say, "Oh, I'm good." No, come on, we gotta work. Don't work, you don't eat. All that good stuff. But at the same time, you got to make sure that you learn many money management skills if you don't have them. You got to be able to handle your money. Whatever amount you have, you got to be able to manage it. If that's $10, you need to manage how to manage that $10 to make it last as long as it can last. If you got $10 million and you can't manage it, it will go away over the weekend. Manage your money. Learn to manage your money, and then understand that Money has a value, but it's not more valuable than you and your relationships. And when you start understanding the value of it, then you could take care of it in a better way. And you're not always looking just to get money to spend, just to get money to give it to somebody else. I'm gonna make all this money and then I'm gonna give it to the dudes that, the Jordans and the other, all the other sneakers and the clothes, and I'm just giving it to somebody else. I'm gonna make this money, but I'm gonna manage this money so that this money will be able to take care of my needs, my wants, and my family and friends, and those that I don't even know, because I'm willing to give to those as well. But you got to manage your money well. You got to manage, and you can't be so caught up into the money that you forget the people. People in your house, people outside your house. They all need, some people need more help than others, and you help them when you can. Don't become, let them leech off you. But, you help people when you can. As long as they trying to help themselves, you try to help them as much as you can. But again, you have to manage your own money, because sometimes you'll be giving money to people and you'll never see it. They'll keep saying they'll give it back, but you ain't gonna never see it. So it is what it is. So you have to manage that and understand that sometimes a no is cool. A no in the house and a no outside the house. I can't say yes to everything my children or my wife wants to do if it's going to affect the quality of life we have. So me saying yes to every want they have would make no sense. I gotta say no, because it's about our quality of life, not just the stuff you want. My wife gotta make sure, she keep me in line. If I was out there spending and be like, yo, you going low, boy, you gotta cut back. You messing up our quality of life. That's what we do. We have to balance each other out. Now, luckily for us, neither one of us like to spend like that. We don't just go and blow money. But if that was the case, somebody got to be the strong person in the house to say, oh, you're messing up the quality of life. The quality of life for our family, the peace and the joy that we have in our house will go away if we spend all the money that we making. We got to cut that. We got to be smarter than that. So don't look at your money as the end all, the be all. It's a tool. Use it to help you get and do the things you need to do in your life. But it's just a tool. Don't love your money more than you love your wife. Don't love your money more than you love your husband. Don't love your money more than you love your kids and that's not, you're not going to go far doing it that way. Your family got to come before your money. But you got to make the money so you can take care of your family. So it is that give and take. It's like, oh, what do I do? Do I work or do I? Yeah, you work, but you got to make sure that as you work, your job or your employment doesn't take away from the time that I need to spend with my family. Because when you do that, then you'll find that, one, you're losing out what's most important, which is your family. And then all that money ain't going to help you anyway. Because then, wife's going to be walking out, kids ain't going to be there. You just going to be giving them money and you ain't never going to see nobody. So that quality of life has to be balanced with, I need to make money, but I'm making money so I can spend time with my family. I'm not making money just to pay for stuff for my family. I want to spend time with them. I want to get to know them. I want to enjoy them. And so I want to be the one that's at the football game, not just pay for the cliques that they playing in. I want to be the one that's at the spelling bee, not just pay for the private school. I don't want to just be the person that pays. I want to experience the joy they have when they winning, and even when they're not, and I can hold them when they losing and encourage them for the next time. But I got to be there. So I can't allow money or my pursuit of money to take away my time with my family. So it has to be more than just, hey, we trying to we gonna get by, or we gonna make this money, and we gonna make this money, and yeah, that's cool, make that money, but not at the expense of your family. You cannot make it at the expense of your time you spend with your kids. Your girls need you there. Mom and dad, your girls need you there. Your boys need you there. Your wife needs you. Your husband needs you. So money, the balance, you got to balance that. You got to figure out how to balance it. And how you figure that out is something you got to figure out for yourself, and maybe you get some help with somebody to help you out with that. But that's a personal thing. Me personally, I had to go to work, but I'm not going to miss my kids' games. I'm not going to miss the important things in their life. But I'm going to, because again, I don't want to pay for it and not see it. And then everybody else telling me how great it was. Oh man, you see your son, he dropped 20. No, I ain't see him, I had to work. No, I want to see him drop 20. I want to see him when he don't score. Because I'm going to help him either get better or understand this ain't your sport. But I want to be there either way. Because that's my job, to be there for them, not just pay for them. So money it can't be where all I'm doing is spending it on people. It takes care of people financially, but I need to be there for you. And if I'm not going to be there for you, and all I'm going to do is pay for you, then I'm missing out. I missed out on that joy. Like I said, I want to see my son drop as many buckets as he can drop. I want to see my daughter hit as many home runs as she can hit. And when they don't hit them, I want to be there for that too. But so I can't allow my pursuit of money to take away from those things in my life. So the value that I have for money is that it's a tool. It's something that I'm going to use in order to give myself and my family a good life. But the peace and the joy that I'm going to have is going to give us a life that we're going to remember forever. We're going to remember those times that we spent together, that we laughed together, that we cried together. We're going to remember those times. Only person we go out here and we talk about the money, the money just paid for some stuff. Even if you go on vacation. Now, one of your kids, if any of you ever take your kids on vacation, like me, none of the kids ask how much this trip costs. They wanted to know, can we go in the pool, or can we go in the beach? Can we get on this ride? They don't care about the cost. So that part of it doesn't matter to them. It mattered to you, of course, but you have to plan that out. But for your kids, it's about the joy and the memories they build it. And when they get older, they talk about, remember when we went such and such? Not one of them said, hey Dad, remember when we went to this place, and I know you spent a lot of money, here go the money back. Nobody's saying that, but they're gonna remember the other stuff, which is cool, and that's what you want them to do. So don't get caught up on a value or placing a higher value on money than it needs to be. The value is on your family. The value is on your peace. The value is on your joy. So, again, not telling you don't need money, because you need money if you want to live in this world comfortably at all. You're going to need some money. So, make your paper.
Hey, as you wrap this up, I just want to let you know we're for sure not going to do that still. Like, we're not going to say, hey, remember when we went to such and such, here's the money back.
You're not going to do that?
No. And I feel comfortable speaking for all of us, all of your children, when I say this. We talk. Maybe not every day, but we talk enough. We've discussed this topic specifically.
But nobody's going in their pockets.
No, we've agreed that it's probably best if we don't do that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
yeah.
But y'all got some memories at least?
So what I've learned is that our memories may differ on the same experiences.
On the same experience.
But everybody remembers something.
You gotta remember something.
Everybody remembers something.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, as long as you remember something. So with that, we're gonna wrap this up. And like I said, don't put more value on money more than you value the people and the experiences. So Hope you enjoyed this, people, got something out of it, and it helps you moving forward. And the things that you have to do with your money, manage your money well. Or if you don't know how to manage it, talk to somebody that know how to manage money that can help you.
Get some help.
Because again, it's nothing like making money and never seeing it because you overextended yourself. So, talk to somebody, get some help. So, all right, Izzo, what we gonna do, man?
Well, we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna say goodbye. While we're doing that, we're gonna need the people to like and subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and so on and so forth. Just tell mad friends, I guess, is the overall idea we want you to walk away from with this.
There you go.
There it is.
All right. Well, with that said, we about to bounce and we out of here till next time, people.
Remember, he is Rob. I just look like him. Gotta go bye.
Studio. We in the studio. We in the studio. With Rob in the studio. In the studio. In the studio. Catch a vibe in the studio. In the studio. We in the studio. With Rob. We in the studio. In the studio. We in the studio. Catch a vibe. Yeah, I'm in the studio with Rob. I need to make the heat flicker. Is alone and only thing can make a Rico beat sicker. So listen and get your wisdom. Gemstones on your head. Good with the OG like Flintstones. Good in bed. Been living a long time and he got something to say. Depending on how you feeling, dog, you might got something to pray. This type of influence that you ain't gotta filter through your liver. We in the studio with Rob. Come let the heat rock simmer.